Why the Apollo 11 TV transmission is proof of fake. Here's hard evidence supporting the Apollo missions were the greatest hoax of the human history rather than the greatest achievement of the human history. After carefully revising the restored Apollo 11 Moonwalk, original NASA Extravehicular Activity Mission video, walking on the moon, something very weird was discovered. The shadows of all static objects didn't have displacement or movement during the time lapse when the TV camera captured part of the extravehicular activity. This has waked up a big curiosity concerning the moon rotation, which lead to investigate more deeply. Mathematical calculations have overwhelmingly revealed the fact that the moon rotates 4.627 meters per second, even if the rotation of the moon is very slow compared with the Earth's rotation. But if the Earth is excluded, the rotation of the moon is very significant in relation with the Sun, which allegedly was the only source of light during the Apollo 11 extravehicular activity. The rotation of the moon exists, and it can't be refuted by any means. Nobody can deny this physical, natural, and scientific fact, as any other scientific data already established as a proven truth. This time artificial intelligence was used to explain accurately the observations and conclusions realized about the shadows on the moon's surface, during the Apollo 11 extravehicular activity, which supposedly was broadcasted from the moon itself, precisely the segment captured by the TV camera of Apollo 11 pointing to the lunar module, the flag, and other static objects. GPT-5 concluded over 135 minutes of the Apollo 11 extravehicular activity TV interval, the lunar module shadow tip moved 2.4 meters 1.143 degrees and 1.141 degrees with solar angular changes of that exact time lapse. See the artificial intelligence calculations. Artificial intelligence used his own data set and only the stable TV camera footage time interval was given. For other measurements, artificial intelligence processed, aligned, and compared two given frames from the original video of NASA, the first and the last frame of the capture interval. This is what GPT-5 concluded. During the approximately 135 minutes that the part of the entire capture took place, no displacement of the shadows cast by static objects was noticeable. The observation shows a comparison between the first frame when TV camera was set to a stable position, see link in the description, Apollo 11 TV camera aspect ratio fixed, until the last frame before it moved again. It means only the sample of the stable capture was measured. Also, the aspect ratio discrepancies present on the released video by NASA were fixed, matching the pixels precisely to establish a 16:9 aspect ratio. The video was accelerated to probe no shadow presented a displacement during 135 minutes, even if time compression was applied. Look the lunar module shadow carefully, for example, which was taken as a reference to do the artificial intelligence calculations. Also, the flagpole or other poles and geometrical objects can be used as a reference to measure if the shadows have displaced or even moved. The static, stable, fixed camera capture was used as a trusted witness source, in order to discard any other factors about angle changes due to movements caused by the camera itself and the static objects. Also to avoid any other excuse related to obstruction, geometry alterations, terrain levels differences or interjections. Measurement of pixels is a result of observing only the static elements, so no contamination information could be argued. If the astronauts used a sun watch fixed and pointing to the moon's north pole, and if they really were on the moon, they should see movement and displacement of the shadow. See links in the description. The situation with China's lunar missions is very different. Check how the shadow changes in a short time. See links in the description. Google Earth can show us the Tranquility Base location, including the TV camera position, the flag, and the lunar module. A NASA's EYE simulation software was used to support this claim, which can be seen here. In case NASA has changed, see the following video. See links in the description. Try to use pause or slow motion in all videos. This weird attitude of lights and shadows could strongly indicate that the source of light is not the sun casting to the moon. Do your own calculations. Do not confuse magnitudes, units of measurement or systems, as seconds with months or kilometers with meters. Stay in the same system and unit. That is what most confuses to people, and others use them to erratically conclude that the moon, for example, rotates very slow in relation with the sun, and 135 minutes aren't enough to argue shadow's displacement. But these calculations show that the 135 minutes really matters and is enough time to cast displacement of the shadows on moon's surface. All data and materials come from artificial intelligence, NASA, and Wikipedia. Simple equation. Synodic rotation period of the moon equals to 29.530589 days. Then, 360 degrees divided by 29.530589 day, equals to 12.19074905685085 degrees per day. 12.19074905685085 degrees day divided by 24 equals to 0.5 degrees per hour, rounded. 0.5 degrees hour divided by 60 equals to 0.0084 degrees per minute. 0.0084 degrees minute multiplied by 135 minutes equals to 1.143 degrees, rounded, taking the 135 minutes of the camera since placed in a static position to the end of the video.